Welcome back to the Circle of Kings podcast, your home for scrapping and rapping and all things combat sports. Live from the 2-6 Vietnam and the Triple P studios, here's your host, BigFace.
What's up? Welcome back. Knuckletown official zone, Chad BigFace Burbank, always a member of the circle. But right here, man, we have a very special interview for y'all, man. So a lot of y'all know that follow the sport about the BKFC Extreme Fanpage, the most loyal, largest growing spot for all the fans of Bare Knuckle, man. Well, we got the founder and co-founder of this site with us today. Close personal friends, my brothers from another mother. Welcome, Russ, Maxim, and Country.
What's good, Face?
What's good, man? Hey, love to see you, boys. My brothers from another mother, man.
Right?
Yeah. So before we get into talking about, I'm glad to have you cats on, man, because there's no one more knowledgeable in the sport than you guys. You guys have been there since the beginning. You've sacrificed more than anybody will ever know. I want to let the fans know about, make sure you go to the Extreme BKFC fan page. Make sure you punch that subscribe, punch that like, as well as the BKFC Extreme Shit Talk page, where we can get a little loosey-goosey. But these dudes right here, man, they're at every event. They do so much for the fighters. They set up at weigh-ins. They do giveaway after giveaway. They support all the podcasts, all the media. They get autographed pictures. They got relationships with the fighters that are unbelievable. Just a whole lot that goes into what they do, man. And I appreciate y'all taking some time to be with your boy today, man.
Appreciate you having us on, brother. Cool.
So, hey, right quick, Country, man. Tell these boys about how you had your first goddamn snowball fight in your life, and it happened to be with Chris Lights Out Lytle up there in Manassas at the Prospect event.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, to be honest with you. Been waiting 45 years to throw a snowball at somebody, and had to be Chris Lytle got the first one. Crazy.
Then he's like, I'm sitting there in the car, and I hear thump, 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 and I look at Country, and I'm like, what the fuck? Who's throwing snowballs at us? The dude looks back and says, bro, I think it's Lytle. Yeah, it was so fucking funny, dude. We go out there and it's all, we had a blast, man. That's part of that family atmosphere. Cats don't realize, man, that Bare Knuckle really has going on, man.
It is.
That was a whole lot of fun, man. A lot of fun seeing you guys at the last couple of events. I look forward to seeing y'all March 15th at the Vivo, right? At Dolphin Mall. So what do you think, man? Let's talk about that fight. Rusty, tell us about the Vivo, man. It's gonna be lit.
Oh yeah. I mean, we went there last time. They had the weigh-ins at the last event that they had in Miami, and I mean the Vivo where they're gonna have it at is real nice. It's like a tiki bar type thing, and
Outdoors.
Outdoors. I can't wait to see how it's gonna be. And that mall's freaking huge. It's crazy.
I mean, absolutely. They got like 6 bars wrapped around there at the Vivo. So I imagine they're going to do it like at the center where they set the stage up, like a little frontwards of that. And then they'll probably, do seating around. But it's going to be an amazing atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Miami right there, live at night. The bar's right there. Me and Country done scoped it out last time, when I backed up over there.
Hell
I
yeah.
have them back. Hey, shout out to Ashley. I can't wait to see you while I'm down there. Just saying. So let's talk about the main event that night. We got HD Davis against Sean Wilson. Now Davis is trying to get back on the right foot after losing the title shot to Kai. Talk to us about that. Yeah, talk to us about that, bro.
Yeah, P-Town was pretty dope. I mean, I got in contact, or he got in contact with me because I just started having some of the fighters hit me up and ask me to, like, hey, I want to match up against this person, that person. So I just started making posters and stuff, and eventually I plan on doing something for the fighters with the posters. I bought a big poster printer and stuff, and like every event that we go to now, I print out a full-size poster of the ones that I make, and I give them to the fighters just so they can have like a little memory of the fight that they fought on and everything.
Oh yeah, hang on 1 second. I got exactly what you're talking about. Hang on 1 second. So,
what do you still fucking El Gallos?
Hey, you know, BigFace, man. I got all the inside stuff. I got friends everywhere. I got friends in low places, including y'all. And this is what he's talking about, man. When he goes out, when they go out, this is part of what they do for the Prospect Series. You got signed memorabilia, autographed picture, every fighter on the card. They're there at the weigh-ins, man. They hydrate the cats. They helping them hydrate after the weigh-ins. They making sure, they get all the information. No one knows more about bare knuckle than Rusty and Country. I'm just telling you that right now, bro. Now, they might not talk about it as much as they keep their feelings a little close to the vest, but man, nobody knows it. If I need to know something, that's who I holler at.
Yeah, we tried. It's just about building relationships. Yeah,
You're also giving out these.
Yeah, those are
talk about that
for the amateurs, for the prospects and stuff. Those are just prototypes.
Well, that's not. Once again, I got friends in low places.
Right?
So
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? But y'all
you got more friends than I got.
I mean, a shit ton, as well as providing the connection for the belt, the championship belts, which I know we can't talk about a lot of that on here, but we do got some surprises. Y'all got some surprises coming forward, which is fantastic, man. It just shows the level of commitment to the bare knuckle, man. And I'm so HD loses to Kai. He gonna fight Wilson. It's not like he took an easy fight. I mean, this guy can fight that he's fighting. What do you feel like? You feel like they got a lot invested in HD. I feel like he's a great athlete and they really pushing him. Ain't that how you feel?
He is. I mean, he needs to get that rematch. I mean, with Kai later on down the road and stuff. But I mean, he definitely wasn't HD. He wasn't the HD that I know in that fight. I could tell there was something on his mind. And I mean, everybody's heard all the rumors and stuff about the emails that were going, or the posts that were going around and stuff. So
so there was some funny business during that fight, some mental gymnastics being played, and from what I understand, some not so friendly shit was being set up against HD. Some would call that some pussy shit to do that shit for the fight, but some call it gamesmanship. I mean, you definitely got to be able to weather through that shit. In this fight game, it's all up here, man.
Definitely. And just for everybody out there, Kai didn't have nothing to do with it. I mean, it absolutely wasn't nobody that Kai knew, nobody in Kai's team, nothing like that.
Champ is class, man. Kai Stewart is a classy dude, man. A classy dude. And I'll tell you my thoughts on the fight were this. He does what he always does. Kai Stewart makes you fight his fight, man. And until guys go in there and can back him up, then he's going to make you fight his fight. That's what he does.
Yeah, that's the way to win.
Yeah.
So I mean,
wrestler.
What about
he's got a good game. He's got a good game.
Got a good base. He's hard to knock out. He gets inside. He throws punches and bunches to your body. A lot of pressure, and he's in great shape.
Yep.
So I mean, he up there in that mountain air and shit out in Montana, training right now, probably climbing a Rocky Mountain barehanded.
You know what I'm saying?
right fucking now. Shout out to Kai Stewart. He's been a hell of a classy champ. Now he has a tough road looking in front of him with some hungry guys that are dangerous. You got Brandon Superman Allen. Do you feel like that's the championship fight they're going to make for Kai?
Yeah, they got to, man. I mean, Superman, he's done proved himself over and over again. I mean, I forget his damn name, but the champion at 145 from BYB came over.
Yeah, Shavers.
Yeah, and thought that he was going to walk through Superman because he was a champion and everything, but Superman he made easy work out of it.
Didn't happen.
It was the easy word.
Yeah, Superman had probably two of the dopest knockouts of 2023 when I went back watching his fights, man. Like, just right in the middle of the ring, put you to sleep, fall down in a hump. And he looks amazing. That fight right there is a dangerous fight for Kai. The other fight, of course, El Guy, they mentioned about Jimmy Rivera. I'm not really sure that Jimmy, I don't really take into stock the MMA background, man. When somebody says, oh, you 1-1 and beat bare knuckle, but he fought 30 MMA fights. That don't mean shit to me.
Totally different.
To me, it means like, oh, that dude can dunk, but he a football player. He can't play basketball, man. He can dunk. You know what I'm saying? It's a different, and a lot of MMA guys have success or lack of it because they don't have the wrestling, grappling, jiu-jitsu background, right? This is a striker sport. And Mike Perry is showing you that if you're a successful striker, you could come over here and make not only a shit ton of waves, a shit ton of money.
Oh, yeah.
Got to toughen that chin up, though.
I mean, it's kind of a double-edged sword to me because, like, Rivera, obviously, he's got the following. He's going to sell the tickets. He's going to sell especially in California. That's where he lives. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if they end up having a fight with Kai and for Knucklemania in California, it's the first time in California. They got to put big names on there. Rivera is going to sell a shit ton of tickets because he's got a huge following out there. So when they
Whose
do
phone
these,
is that? Whose fucking phone is that?
It's mine. It's on the other side of the desk here.
both of mines are fucking turned off.
Whatever calls me,
Country.
man.
Fucking country. I call you almost every day, country.
He's not used to these podcasts. That's why I got to get his ass on here more often.
Man, that's why you glad you're on with your brother BigFace, and I edit, so don't worry about
Right?
it. Don't worry about that at all. So I mean, I think that's dope. Okay, that leads us right into country. You got anything to say about that? The Superman. I mean, obviously, you think Superman should get the shot, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, hands down. I mean, he's been knocking people out left and right, running through the whole division. So, I mean, if he ain't getting him, then my opinion, El Gallo and him should fight, and if they don't get one of them, Kai, right off the rip.
So that brings me right into the next thing I want to talk about. El Gallo. Brian El Gallo Duran, man, he is fastly becoming a superstar, especially in Florida. And
he rules Miami. He's the king of Miami.
Let me tell you, if you're watching his socials, social numbers, he's gained 20, 30,000 followers since the Miami fight. He's up in the 100,000 range, and he's blowing up. I mean, and he backs it up. He's the type of fighter that can capture your imagination. He looks the part. He's got a fantastic personality. He's got a 100% stop rate. Every fight fan loves that. And he appears to be ready. Of all the homegrown talent, Rusty, he appears to be ready mentally and physically to like fight big names or whoever they got.
Oh yeah, nah, he is, and I mean he's the perfect poster boy for BKFC. I mean he's got the looks, he's got the record, obviously. I mean the boy can bang out with the best of them, and I mean he's got the charisma. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, I mean I watched him when we first got in to where I didn't even know who El Gallo was, to the point now it's like every time I hit Miami, he's gonna be at the event. I talk to him like every other day and stuff. I mean, he's real. He's cool as fuck.
Yeah, he is cool as fuck. Got a lot of what the kids call Riz. You know what I'm saying? He got it. He also has a music album out. He does rapping, man. I mean, the dude is just he's killing it. And you've been seeing him go live, man. He's had a lot to say to Jimmy Rivera, Kai Stewart, Brandon Superman Allen, all of them. I mean, he does feel like he's ready for the shot. If Superman gets the next shot, I feel like he should get the shot on whoever wins that fight immediately. That should be the next fight for them, whomever that is. I don't know if Gallo is going to wait that long. You know what I'm saying? How long can you keep a guy like that on the shelf? You got to. Inactivity is not a fighter's friend.
No,
and that's the problem BKFC has, man. BKFC has so many dope fighters under contract. I bet they stay awake at night trying to come up with these 700 fights.
Well, I think that's why they came out with the prospect series. I mean, a lot of people want to shit on the prospect series and stuff, but it's like you don't understand how many fighters the BKFC has and how many well-known fighters that they have. And exactly like you said, they want to keep them busy. They don't want them going to a boxing match and end up getting hurt, heaven forbid, and then they're out for 6 months and they lost one of their stars. So
that's right.
To me, they started the prospect series so that they can put some of their stars on there, like Zach Kalmus and Rivera.
And James Brown.
James Brown.
I mean, guys, you want to see fight. Shavers, who fought that night, was amazing. I mean, let me tell you something.
So many stars in there.
Bro, Prospect Series, you're getting the exact same production value as you get at a numbered show. They treat it with, like a big show. The excitement, hey man, the fights were bona fide. We were there live in a room that held 900. There was 1,200, and everyone walked. No one left early.
Nope. Everybody was there early. Everybody left late.
There 2 hours before it started. The man said he did better at his bar than he'd ever done in the history of his venue. That's what I'm saying. They got the prospects, they got the prospect amateurs, they got the fight nights, they got the numbered shows, they got expanding. I understand they're expanding to Seoul, Korea. They got South Africa. They got Bulgaria coming up. I mean, they are definitely trying to get these cards. And if you look, we're having 2 or 3 cards a month, 3, maybe 4. March is loaded. April is loaded. They started out February crazy. I mean, looks like this year they're going to maybe do double the amount of shows than they did last year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Easy.
That's with all the prospect stuff and the fight nights. And oh, yeah.
Just so you know, as you're watching this, you got about, 3 weeks out from March 15th at the Vivo, and you can kiss your ass goodbye if you don't have a ticket already.
No,
I mean, they talk about that. We know we're in the little verve, right? Nah, the tickets is almost gone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just heard Merck just said today that he sold the last of his tickets. So he only
got
got
one VIP.
Yep.
And they're gone. I mean, you can count that gone. And they said they'd sell out in hours. You know, they've stopped, moving forward. You know, they comped in the past shows, the numbered shows, they'd have a certain number of comp tickets where they want to bring in new fans and whatnot. It's almost to the point where me seeing it from the outside looking in, I can't see how they can comp anything going forward because they're going to sell out every event.
They don't. You remember at the last car we went to in Virginia, the Prospects, they didn't have no comp tickets there. They had to take, because they had 4 tickets saved for me, and I only needed 3, and they asked if they could have that ticket back because they needed it for somebody else because everybody was buying them out.
Well, that's okay because you're the media now. You're the media, bro.
Right. Hopefully.
You're definitely the media, man. Who has done more media work for BKFC and bare knuckle boxing than you, brother? They don't know the half. You know what I'm saying? Half the stuff. If I need to know something,
it's the fighters.
I know what you do it for. That's the beauty of it. That's why the fighters love you. Shout out to all the fighters, man. This is your guy Russ right here. Yeah. They always every fighter loves Russ. Every fighter. I
love and respect all of them. They're all cool as shit.
Absolutely. And me, I just like country. I don't really like you, motherfucker. I like country.
I know that's why you're always hanging out with him and shit.
Yeah, that's the man. At least I know you know how to.
You guys are hanging out, having fun, throwing snowballs at Lytle and shit.
Yeah, that's the reason we be hanging out. We just be off to the side discussing botanicals. So, man, so let's talk about something we talked about a little bit before we got on the air. Let's talk about the BYB Hall of Fame and just in general, the kind of war that seems to be happening between promotions, which I guess is natural, but I mean, I saw a post this morning where somebody, said BYB was by far the best bare knuckle. And I just responded, I mean, come on, man. It's not even close, man. BKFC, the production value, the fighters, the way they handle their fighters, the way they handle their cards, the way it's ran from the top down. I don't see it close.
No, it's not.
And I watched BYB.
Yeah, I watched BYB. I mean, their fighters, most of their fighters are awesome. You know what I'm saying? But
there's a few of our old fighters over there too. So I watched that. You know what I mean? And it's a great thing, right? I mean, I watch anybody. You put some bare knuckle on YouTube, I'm gonna watch it because it's gonna be over in a minute.
Right.
Right now.
Right.
So how do you feel about that? Talk about that, Russ, about the feelings between the organizations and that. I'd like to hear your opinion on that.
Well, it's just, I mean, the reason why I started thinking about it was that Feldman was on a podcast the other day, and somebody asked him the question if he was going to have a BKFC Hall of Fame, which, I mean, you kind of have to. I mean, Scott Birch runs the BYB Hall of Fame, but he has emotions against BKFC because whatever they had in the past, that was before we became involved. So I don't really know or care about all that shit. But at the same time, you can't call yourself a bare knuckle Hall of Fame and that you encompass the whole bare knuckle community when all of your awards last year went to all BYB people or BKB because they partnered with BKB. So, I mean, none of our BKFC fighters got an award. And I mean, you've seen the people that or that we have in our organization and stuff, the Mike Perrys, the freaking I mean, all these guys, El Gallo.
The Palomino. You telling me Luis
Palomino.
Palomino ain't a Hall of Fame bare knuckle fighter right now? I mean, he's a Hall of Fame bare knuckle fighter right now.
Exactly.
Right now.
Exactly. And then, I mean, my take on like when a fighter retires, just like baseball, football, or something like that, when they retire, you got to stay retired for a certain amount of time before you can get inducted into the Hall of Fame. But I mean, to me, you can't have an active person in the Hall of Fame. Doesn't make any sense, at least to me.
100%. 100%.
Bare knuckle is so new, being sanctioned and everything, that you can't really induct any of these fighters. I mean, look at Mike Richmond. He's coming out of retirement. He retired, and then not even a year later, he's coming back. So you got to give these guys time to actually make up their mind that they're going to retire. They're not going to come back. Like Shoaf, he probably won't come back. I talked to him at his last fight and stuff, and he's got his mind set. I'm sure he won't come back. But, I mean, still, there's got to be a timeline to, okay, after 4 years, if you don't come back, you're officially retired, put you in the Bare Knuckle Hall of Fame, and call it that. But, like I said, there needs to be a real Bare Knuckle Hall of Fame, needs to encompass all the promotions, which isn't going to happen. Or, like Feldman said, he's going to make a BKFC Hall of Fame, and it's just going to be BKFC guys.
All right. So that being said, I want to say this. I feel like if you're going to do a Bare Knuckle Hall of Fame, you got to do just Bare Knuckle Hall of Fame. It can't be BYB, BKFC, BKB, whatever that may be. It's going to be just bare knuckle fighters. He's talking about that. The pineapple OG, it makes me sneeze. But I mean, let me get that taken back again. I just think that it should be the sport, period. Now, looking at, there's some deserving guys all over the sport. And maybe that first year, you do give out some active whatever memberships for some people that have blazed the trail in the sport, helping the popularity and building it to where it's at. Without these fighters, we wouldn't be here right now talking about this right now. Because 2 years ago, not many people, they weren't selling out events, and people were thinking this was a barbaric sport. And look at it now. I mean, we about to be on the Ocho.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, that was the thing. Like, even, I mean, being country, our first event that we went to was BKFC 32, and we got to know like Nelson and a couple of the higher ups and stuff. And G's the one we've known since day one. Fucking shout out to G.
Shout out to G, the cut man, a badass cut man and a badass fighter too.
Fuck yeah. But yeah, so we used to meet up with G at the fighter hotel when we was getting the autographs and stuff, and he'd hand us like a stack of freaking comp tickets and stuff, just because they didn't have enough people that were coming and stuff. So me and Country go out to the bars and stuff and give them away to everybody. And like I said, now not even a year later after that, or exactly a year later, it's November. Yeah, now you can't find a comp ticket. So that just goes to prove that, and they're selling out the Hard Rock. I mean, that's fucking insane.
I mean, they're not only selling out the Hard Rock, they had to open the fourth floor for the fourth balcony for the first time.
Right.
And the live gate was the largest live gate in the history of the Hard Rock for a combat sport. I mean, let's be real. You guys have been to lots of events. I've been to like the last 4 or 5 numbered shows, and they need to do this at 10 numbered shows, 10,000 seat arenas. I don't see how they can do a numbered show that ain't in a 10,000 seat arena now.
Right.
Because they're going to sell out very close to that. They sold 7,200. They say in Hard Rock, they could have sold 8,000.
Easy.
Probably easy.
Yeah.
Remember, everybody was looking for a ticket.
Yeah, especially in Florida. It's such a love for bare knuckle and BKFC and all the fighters here that it's ridiculous. I mean, even the
shout
first
out to the Florida man.
Huh? What you
shout
said?
out to the Florida man. Shout out to Florida man. I understand they had their own Florida Man Olympics the other day down there.
Florida man.
Florida Man games. They was running with stolen air conditioners and shit. Getting your copper off real quick and shit like that.
What the fuck?
Gotta run across the gators and shit.
Had to run across the gators.
While you carrying that stuff.
But no, what you said is right. Florida's a hotbed for bare knuckle. And it seems like New Mexico as well. They're killing it out in New Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Every time they do a show, Albuquerque seems to be one of their new homes. And you know, our shout out to our welterweight champ, the nuisance from Las Cruces, Austin, no doubt, Trout. You know what I'm saying? Big up to him.
Yeah.
He always representing New Mexico. And by the way, while we there, me, Russ, the Knuckletown crew, and some very special guests will be going live March the 2nd this weekend for the Prospect Series up in Canada. You got one of the baddest, finest women in all the bare knuckle. Wong is going to be, you know, scrapping in there. And we got several celebrities, man. A shout out to the champ will be with us, Trout, Killer B. Stall, and also the champ, Christine Ferreira. I mean, we have a lot of big names there with us, and we should have a great time, Russ. It should be fun as hell, dude.
Oh, it's gonna be dope. It's gonna be dope. I'm gonna make country come too. So you'll be with us.
That sounded pause. That sounded pause. That was crazy. You know, make country come too. That's crazy. So we go to the.
You better edit that shit.
Look at that way.
Russ said you better edit that shit.
I guess we've been on here too long and shit. It gets a little gay.
I'm at your hand. I'm at your hand doing this under the desk. Nah, man. So I mean, I'm looking forward to that fast. See that what that is though, Russ? I mean, look how it is now. As soon as we just let's do this and boom, bam, it's huge. That just tells you the growth of the sport. And where else do you go when you go to an event? Speaking to everybody listening that's never been to one of these events, if it comes anywhere near you, get to the event because fighters are walking around, champs are walking around, celebrities are walking around. The fighters will take pictures with you, talk with you. These fighters, you've never met a group of women and men like this. Just the most humble cats in the world, man. I mean, for real, to just be straight up with you.
Well, I've always said it every time I tell the story about the first event that we went to. But I mean, me and Country just went to the event just to go because we seen the videos on YouTube. And we was like, damn, this is some dope shit. We need to see it live. And not only seeing it live was awesome, but like you said, just the fighters and shit. I mean, Feldman seen us, Dave Feldman seen us, and like came up to us and thanked us for coming and stuff. And we saw Mike Perry, we saw Big Ben, we saw Lorenzo Hunt. I mean, all the stars and stuff. I mean, they were right there. You know what I'm saying? We've been to a couple UFC events, and I mean, you paid $1,000 for a ticket, and you're up in the nosebleeds where you can't barely see. You don't get to meet none of the fighters. None of the fighters are there. I mean, all these fighters, as soon as they go in the back room, get stitched up, they're coming back out to hang out with the fuck.
Hell yeah, with eyes shut. But you know what I'm saying?
Fucking David Diaz was on the first fight. This dude came out leaking like a motherfucker, still bleeding out of his eyes and shit. It was fucking insane.
A couple anecdotes from Miami. After the fight, Trout interviewed with me right after the press conference, switched straight in the street, goes, blood still drew out of his mouth while he talked. And I went to the club there, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Josh, man. Definitely shout out to Josh, man.
Yeah.
Love you, bro.
Josh is the man, bro. Love you, man.
We went, no doubt. We went up to the club, and there's Reaver with shades on, eyes closed shut, with a bottle in his hand. These boys, they partying, man. I mean, the first show I went to in Salem, the Britain Hart versus Shaw, and as Britain, I'm down. You know, I got there early. I'm down there by the ring in those chairs. Britain comes walking in. I holler, yo, what's up, B? She turns around, walks right up to me, gives me a fist bump. What's up? How you doing? And she's walking back there to get dressed to fight.
Right.
That's just the type of people these are. You know what I'm saying? And Bare Knuckles got that outlaw spirit, man. Right? Got that outlaw spirit.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's still new, but I mean, these guys are celebrities, man. I mean, they're celebrities. Always have been in my eyes. I mean, even a debuter that goes in there. That's why I love the amateurs. I mean, shout out to Nelson for hooking me up with the sign and everything. Hell yeah. I mean, those young guys are so hungry and stuff, man. It's awesome. And we get to see them from day one to becoming a champ one day. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I live long enough to see it happen. But I mean, it's awesome. And I was gonna say about the Florida card. So the first amateur prospects that Nelson held in Miami, I went there, and it was the same night as Valor had their second event, and that place was full. I mean, it was standing room only. Everybody, it was packed. It was packed. And then you look on the somebody was watching the Valor card and stuff, and they showed me the crowd and stuff, and everybody was like taking pictures of it and like comparing it. Bro, an amateur prospect fucking fight was filled more than the damn Valor card. It was crazy.
No doubt. I mean, because you've been there. I mean, there really is no drop off in the level of action in the ring. Some great fights, super, especially now that the ring's smaller. You can hang it up, bro.
Right.
You were there. It was bang, bang, bang. I mean, there was nowhere to go. So definitely shout out to Nelson Lopez Jr., Serge, Josh, all them dudes working with that prospect amateur, which is insanely exciting, man. So you getting that's another thing BKFC is doing right, in my opinion, man. They got the prospect amateurs, they got the prospects, they got the numbered show, they got the fight nights, and they got the numbered shows. They got a tiered system here where not only do you get constant fights, but they're building mini brands and they're giving their fighters a chance to grow, like right in front of your eyes. Right in front of your eyes.
Yep.
So shout out to them dudes. They're doing it right. I'm super enthusiastic to be involved with prospects and prospect amateurs. I love that part of the show. I mean, the numbered show is always going to be extravaganzas. Like, I know we're all looking forward to the LA card, right? And you alluded to it earlier with the Jimmy Rivera, right? What do you think this LA card? I think this is going to be the coronation of the BKFC.
Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous. I mean, they had the numbered show that, what was it? Which one was it? The one that Conor McGregor went to. I don't want to say the wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was 50 or not, but
it was like 50 or 51 something like that.
Yeah, but I mean that show was ridiculous and put BKFC on the map. But Feldman's already promised that this show is going to be even better than that one, which that one's going to be a hard one to top. But if Feldman says he's going to do it, he's going to fucking do it.
Oh, they'll do it. They'll top it in Vegas when they allow.
Oh, they definitely will. Hey, let me tell you something. When they let bare knuckle in Vegas, could you imagine? I mean, so when they finally popped that, shout out to David Feldman as well. He's done an amazing job and invested a lot of his mental and physical and financial capital into this sport because he believes in the sport. And man, thank God for him, man. Could you imagine if he ever gets Philly to bust? Because that's where he's from. That boy will have Philly blowed up. But like you said, LA is going to be a movie. We like to say that, but it's definitely going to be a movie in LA, man. There's going to be stars. I wouldn't be surprised not to see Shaq and all of them stars in the building. Every fighter on there, even the ones that aren't fighting, are going to be there. You watch.
Right.
They're going to find a way to be there. Speaking of it, I think we'll have the Juggernaut back on that show as well. I mean, I haven't, have you heard any rumors? The Juggernaut got to get back in the ring, man. He's one of the biggest stars in the BKFC.
I've heard some rumors that he's going to be fighting on there.
Could you imagine that? They got Perry fighting a big name. They got Juggernaut. Maybe they got our badass female champ, Christine Ferreira, fighting a big name. And then you got like several action fighters. Maybe they might put Kai's belt on the line there too. I mean, could you imagine that card? I see the possibilities, and I know they're gonna throw everything but the kitchen sink at it. And while we talk about that, fighters in this sport and in this promotion in particular, they do a great job promoting themselves.
Oh yeah.
They get the fights, they make the fights, they're online, they're arguing, they're bickering. It's great, right? I love that shit.
Oh yeah, yeah, they're definitely getting better at it. I mean, that was the main reason why I started the fan page and stuff, because I just see how hard it is for the fighters you got to have a job, you got to train, you got to do all this stuff, plus you got to self-promote yourself and all that, unless you got a badass management team that helps you with that and stuff. But a lot of these fighters don't have that, so it's hard for them. So at least with the fan page, I can help get their name out there, help promote them. All they got to do is post something on their page, and I'll share it to the 4 pages that I know of, plus mine's, plus Instagram, plus my damn personal page became a fight page. Also, family.
Yeah, it got took over.
But
it's taking.
I get more traffic on my fan page or on my personal page than I do my fan page and stuff. So, fuck it. like I said, it's all for the fighters. Any money I make later on selling the merch and everything, it's 1,000% going to go back to the fighters, back to the promotion of promoting them and stuff. I'm definitely not in it for the money. And I think that's why we're able to be so tight with the fighters and the promotion and stuff, because they know it's not about money. I'm never going to quit this job. I mean, I spent 27 years getting to the position that I'm in, so this job's going to be here till the day I die. But
same with me, man. I'm a tradesman. You know what I'm saying? But absolutely, this is my passion job. This is my passion project. A lot of passion. Nobody has more passion than you guys. I also want to say one thing that the Extreme BKFC Fanpage does is it connects fighters. It's not everyone. It's like a central hub where everyone can go, and you have all the fighters on your page. So, when I started thinking I wanted to start, taking this from a fan to doing some interviews, I went straight to your page. I mean, you got all the fighters, man, and they're able to see, they are able to find each other. So that's another thing that page does, man. And it's growing and growing. I see the numbers growing and growing and growing, bro. That's a testament to you. I mean, what you guys do at every show. And like I said, we were at the weigh-in at the Vivo, and it was dope. And we had a great time. Me and Country especially had a good time over there. And it's gonna be dope. I can't wait to do that, man. I know you cats are working, me too. Thank you for taking some time out your day, man. It's important to the sport what you guys do. We love you, man. What you do, it means a tremendous amount to everyone, but especially to me, man. And you my guys, you already know that, bro. You my guys.
Love you too, brother.
All day.
BKFC family. BKFC.
So before you get off,
gang
forever. There it is, gang, baby. Gang, baby. So let me tell you, before you get off, man, do some shout outs, Rusty. I know you got some people you'd like to shout out, man, people to support y'all and whatnot. Both of y'all, let me get some shout outs.
Well, Chad, I mean, first off, I want to shout out all the fighters. Dave Feldman, I mean, he's the king of fucking bare knuckle. If it wasn't for him, I mean, none of this stuff would be sanctioned, and everybody's just following his lead. So I thank him.
We still be at Tough Man contest.
You know what I'm saying? They'll be like Kimbo fucking in the backyards of Miami and shit. But yeah, I want to shout out, like I said, all the fighters, Dave Feldman. I'm actually in some talks with some people that want to promote the page. Kingz Fightwear. They're actually going to start making some badass hats and stuff for us and shirts that we can sell and help us to get money to promote the fighters even more, their promotion even more, to help us get gas money and hotels and everything, because we don't get paid from BKFC to do this stuff. It's just,
it ain't cheap, bro. You already know.
I already know, man.
It started as a passion, but now it's an addiction to me. I mean, I can't. It's like my crack. I can't stop doing it. I just love it so much.
It's a lifestyle for sure. It's a lifestyle, and we in it.
That's
you know
it.
What I'm saying?
So Kingz Fightwear, I'd like to give a shout out to him. Glass jaw mouth guards, my boy Bobby Henry. He's fucking awesome, man. He's teaming up with us and stuff. We're gonna start helping him, promoting him. He's gonna promote us some more. If you guys need a mouth guard, he's the man. He's
best
the man
in the game.
Hell yeah, 100%. Who else was it? There's somebody else.
Don't get beat up.
No, I think that's it. That's the two so far.
No doubt.
Oh, the whole BK fan, bro. Even down to the driver, like Rex and Q.
Oh yeah, Rex is fucking
Rex
awesome.
and Q, absolutely. Andy and Nate and Josh and all these cats and sirs that make everything happen behind the scenes. Absolutely. Shout out to all y'all, man. Big ups to my brother Rex, man. My guy Rex.
Oh yeah.
You know
Rex,
what I'm saying?
Rex is the man.
And I want to give a shout out to Just Blaze Clothing, who I'll be doing some giveaways with, and also doing some upcoming work with Warren Kahn, man. Big shout outs to you. We're gonna have him on with some of his fighters that are gonna be fighting in Miami on the 15th. Big shout out to Dizzle Liquor that helps us out all the time, man. Hey, if you ain't dizzling, I don't know what you're trying to do. Shout out to BKFC Bet Shark, man.
Oh,
man,
yeah.
right there. We're gonna have him on, do some odds, and if you bet with him, you winning money at the fights. I'm gonna just tell you that. If you bet with the Shark, you winning money. Shouts out to all the fighters. Shouts out to y'all, man. Country and Russ. my guys, my Ace Boone Coons. Shout out to the whole Circle of Kings audience. Shout out to Knuckletown, Matt. What's up, bruh? Shout out to Howie. I know you up there grinding the rankings because we definitely got to work on them. So there it is, guys. Thank you for joining me, man. I'll holler at y'all probably in about 5 minutes, bro.
All right. Love you, brother.
Love you too, bro. There you have it, man. Russ and Country, man, from the Extreme BKFC Fanpage. Find them on Facebook. Find them on Instagram. Follow them. You'll never meet a better group of dudes right there, and a more knowledgeable or more passionate about the sport of bare knuckle boxing, man. So thanks for joining us in Knuckletown, man. You know what I'm saying? So we're scrapping and rapping. Circle of Kings, baby.
Welcome to Knuckletown.
Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good. Fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts. I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong. I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth. Can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have it douse, not what I'm about. Have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round. I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
Welcome to Knuckletown.
A slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that.
Welcome to Knuckletown.
Anything negative, cause I just wanna hear it out your mouth, yeah. Give me fuel, it's a tool that I use to go ahead and run my mouth, yeah. I take shots, I take loss, I make shots, I miss lots. That's how you get big box, you get yachts, you swing lots and pop off a big shot. I ain't done chasing.